This upcoming Thursday is the opening of the Troy University Theater Department's production of A Streetcar Named Desire.
The story takes place in the French Quarter of New Orleans in 1947, and there's a young married couple, Stanley Kowalski and his wife Stella, and they're pretty happy, but then Blanche Dubois, one of the most famous characters in American theater, arrives. She is Stella's sister, and she comes to stay with them for a while. And from her arrival until the end of the play, there is just a lot of conflict. We find out a lot about Blanche in the course of the play, but I think primarily it's a conflict between Stanley and his earthiness and Blanche and her illusions.
As for the preparation that went into playing these complex characters, here's what the actor who plays Stanley has to say.
I went to the library and I checked out, I think, 3 books on post-war manhood and things surrounding that, because one of the first things that was brought up during our production meetings was the fact that Stanley Kowalski was a veteran, and that some of his violent actions, some things that he might attribute to his character, could be drawn from his experience in the war. And I felt like researching something, the time period around how men were treated coming home from war, I felt like that would affect my character a lot.
Cockrell believes that the show has had a lasting impact on his life, and he hopes that it can be impactful for others as well.
I remember the first time I read the show. I read it when I was a young theater student, and just reading it on the page had such an effect on me that actually changed my life. I write about it in my director's notes. I think this play was a transformational experience for me.